Hi, I am Dr. J. I currently serve as the Director of Veterinary Care and attending veterinarian at Chimp. Chimp currently serves as the world's largest chimpanzee sanctuary. Our mission is just to allow chimps to live the chimp life. And that's the ability to make choices, whether they want to be indoors, whether they want to be outdoors, just be chimps. But overall, our core mission is to provide the best care to chimpanzees in the sanctuary setting and to inspire action for the species worldwide. The typical day for myself as a veterinarian is just to observe the chimpanzees in their natural environment. I'm looking them over for any signs of distress, any signs of pain, any new injuries, because chimps, they like to fight. And so usually I'm looking to see if anything has occurred overnight that may need or render medical interventions. A part of that just involves also preventative medical care and ensuring that they get their annual physical examinations or their examinations according to the time in which they're scheduled. So what we know is that the best thing for another chimp is a chimp. So because of that, we have our chimps in very large social groupings, multi-sex. So there's boys and girls together, there's young and old together. And with that being said, though it's great for them behaviorally, it's hard for me as a clinician because I then have to treat them sometimes cage side, or it makes it very difficult if I have to access an individual while they're in that group setting. Accurate weight measurement and dosing is very important for the chimpanzee because we utilize human pharmaceuticals. So that means most of our medications are used off-label for the use in the chimpanzee. So it's really important that we have accurate weight so that we can get accurate dosing for these individuals. One of the things that Chimp Haven is really proud of are our diverse environments. Having habitats, having different play yards, having a lot of space for the chimpanzees to use and exhibit species-typical behaviors. But from a clinical perspective, it provides some difficulty. And so that's one of the things that I have to keep in mind is whenever I'm moving an animal from an outdoor enclosure into one of our clinics, it requires anesthetic use, which is a risk for an aging population. So our goal is to be able to get as much diagnostics as we can in a short period of time. And so that's why the OneDosing system was really attractive to us. As the Director of Veterinary Care, I'm always trying to think outside of the box. I'm always trying to think, how can I make our experiences or the chimpanzees' experiences with the veterinarian seamless, more efficient? And so one of those things incorporated our striker gurneys into a striker van. And it was during that installation and training process that I heard about the Hinckley OneDosing units and scales that was compatible with our striker gurneys. That made it very attractive to me, and I figured I wanted to look into it. It seemed like it would help with our efficiency process, and we have been using it, and already it is proving wonders. Prior to getting the scales on site, there were a lot of communications with both Tristan and Cameron, and the Hinckley medical team has been extremely phenomenal to work with. They answered all of our questions in advance, and when they came on site, it was a very quick install. The core things that I expect to continue to experience with the OneDose and One Weight is just efficiency in our processes. With an aging population, it is really important for us to get the chimpanzees in and out and back into their normal social environments. I would say that the OneDosing system has readily helped our veterinary technicians. They no longer have to scramble and work out the mathematics when we prescribe certain medications in the moment. They have that body weight immediately once we have our patient on the gurneys, and then that OneDosing system programming pulls up any sort of medication that we will prescribe during that time period. Being the Director of Veterinary Care at the world's largest chimpanzee sanctuary, my mind is always on providing the best care to an aging population. I see relationship with Hinckley Medical and the OneDosing system doing just that. It keeps our veterinary processes efficient so that we can continue to provide the best care to the chimpanzees as they go through the transition of just getting older.